I'm back at the Sanford Dam. You see the dam is over here behind me in that direction. It's been quite a while since I've been out here, but now there is some work going on here once again. So let's get the camera turned around. We'll be able to focus on this a little bit better. You can see where all the sheet pile was installed from the dam all the way through where the earthen embankment used to be. This section of sheet pile has been removed, and this is the area where the breach occurred on the earthen embankment, where that new river path was flowing and where that water was redirected when they put in the dike, the plug over there, and that water was redirected through the dam over there in that direction. So right now, a lot of this work going on here is a lot of riprap, because what is going to happen the next couple weeks is that water is going to be redirected from going over the dam to coming back through this breachway where the river path used to be. So that's going to be happening in the next couple weeks, like I said. So this final work is just happening here with the sheet pile, putting in a dike, and a lot of this riprap going in place to stop a lot of the erosion. We'll take a walk over there and show you that side in a little while, real quick. Let me go over to the other side. You can see the temporary bridge is still in place here. Here's the other side. See another dike put in place here. That will be removed when the water is redirected as well. You can see the water flowing over there over the top of Sanford Dam. So how the water is going to be stopped from going over the dam is after that water gets redirected over the top of this weir that they're putting in. That's what that sheet pile is for. Then on this side, the back side of the dam, they're going to go ahead and put in some sheet pile as well as riprap in there. Sheet pile and riprap back in this area too, and they'll be able to dewater this area to start the work on the dam. So a lot of work happening right here, right now. As usual, there's a lot of work actually happening on all of the dams right now. Secord, Smallwood, Edenville, Tobacco River, the SCB cutoff wall up there on the Edenville and Tobacco River embankment has been complete. I'll maybe stop by there and throw the drone up in the air real quick to kind of get a quick update of that. But up there on Secord and Smallwood, again, huge progress. I will be heading up there as I leave here, and I'm also going to be flying the drone here again today to kind of give you guys that overhead aerial view. Like I said, we'll try to take a quick walk over to that side, show you that weir that is being installed with the sheet pile right now, and the final preparations going in place of just lining this with the riprap before the water is flowing back through this area once again, and the water is no longer flowing over the top of the Sanford Dam. Jumping into the drone video now, get a nice shot of Sanford Dam and the water still flowing over that. So if you're looking at the live camera at present day, you should probably go check at that. There's been a lot more work since I was out there filming. They actually put a lot of stone behind the dam here and are starting to kind of going to be installing that sheet pile so that that water is no longer going over the top of Sanford Dam any longer. Right now there is still a little bit of water going over the dam, and that's just because there is a little bit of flow going through that stone that they did install behind the dam. So great shot here of the temporary lift bridge that has been put in place just to kind of give access to the backside of the dam when the water is redirected through this breachway, which at current day, if you check out the live camera, the water is flowing through this area right now over the top of this weir spillway that you can see right here, the sheet pile. Those have been drove into their final elevations, and they kind of created a window in the center of it. The sheet pile in the center is a little bit lower than the ones on the side, and that window is where they want that water to flow through. Here's the dike, sandbags on top of the dike just to kind of keep any water from flowing over that top of that. And here is where that river path was going a couple years ago before it was redirected back over the top of Sanford Dam. A little bit icy here that morning. We've actually had some pretty warm temperatures here in Michigan this winter. We really haven't even got any accumulation of snow. pretty surprising, but I guess that's probably going to change here in the next couple days. So probably start seeing a little bit more white on the live cameras on all these dams. So make sure you're checking out all the live cameras actually, because like I said, there is a ton of work going on all 5 of these dams here on the 4 lakes. Nice shot of the back side of the dam, again water flowing over that, and then we're flying back over the dike now. This has been removed at present day. When the water was redirected through this area, sandbags were removed, and then they brought in an excavator and dug out that dike so that there is not as much erosion going on here. And that's seems like a huge priority here with the amount of riprap that was installed. I find it very hard to believe that any erosion is going to be happening with the water flowing through this breachway. Nice shot again of the temporary lift bridge as we fly back towards the south. Excavator going ahead and installing some more of that riprap to kind of line the edges of this. And this dike here at the end of the breach area has also been removed with an excavator before the water was redirected through that breachway. Kind of see the Sanford Park in the back right. We'll get some other great shots of that here at the end of the video if you're interested in seeing how that's looking, but it's looking out very nice. And now here at the front side of the dam, you can see the water flowing over this side at that step spillways. Over here on the other side of the sheet pile now, where that weir is going in place, you can see the crane going ahead, removing the vibratory hammer. So these were hammered in as far as they could within the 60-second time frame. They're going to be bringing the larger vibratory hammer in here to put these to their final elevation, and there will be a window in the middle that will be a lower elevation, probably about 6 inches to a foot lower than the run of the river that's over here right now, so that water can flow over and through this weir, and it will stop going over the Sanford Dam that is on the other side of that sheet pile. So here is where that plug was put in place, kind of this earthen embankment dam. They got sandbags all over the top of it to, in case the water elevation came up a lot on this side, that the water wouldn't be able to come in here. It's a little icy over there on the other side. And the river is, again, flowing through Sanford Dam currently. So in the next week or two, so what's going to happen is this will all be in place. The riprap will be finished being installed on the other side of the weir. They can go ahead, remove this plug here. That water will start flowing through and over the sheet pile weir here. It'll flow over to this side. So this is where I was just standing over there on the temporary bridge filming prior to this. And that water will flow underneath that bridge once again through all of this riprap. And then, like I said, they will be able to start work over there on the Sanford Dam. That's kind of what's happening here on the ground right now. I'm going to go ahead and get that drone up in the air, film a little bit. You guys have probably seen a little bit of that footage already. And then I'll be heading up to Secord and Smallwood Dam right now. So, be looking out for those video updates to come very soon. Back to some drone video now. This is the front side of the dam. Drone is facing towards the north. And we'll take a little bit closer look at the water that was flowing over the top of the dam, over the top of those step spillways, and then over the sill heading down the Tittabawassee River to the south. Now we'll go check out the Sanford Park, which, like I already alluded to, is looking amazing. This, I believe, will be opening this next year in 2024. You can see that grass is looking nice and lush and green. Baseball fields are looking great. Really cannot wait to see, kids, families out here enjoying this area once again. We'll keep flying over here to the south. We'll gain altitude. We'll be able to see things a little bit better once we get up there. It looks like they have a little bit more grass work, maybe some sod to put in place here on some of the baseball fields. But most of them are complete. Up here at 400 feet in altitude gives us a little bit better look at the baseball fields, as well as we can see the dam, Sanford Dam in the top left corner, the water flowing over the top of that. We'll keep dropping in altitude, and I'm just kind of looking for the perfect angle for photos. I post these pictures on my Patreon account early, so if you're interested in getting a sneak peek of what I'm working on, make sure you check out that Patreon account. Members get exclusive access to content that I'm working on early. And we can also take a little bit closer look. Looks like there's a play gym. There's a basketball court. And then there are some horseshoe pits over here by this pavilion type area. So definitely looking really nice. Looks like there's lots of parking. We'll see if it floods this spring. That was a big concern that everyone's always worried about the flooding in this area, but that's typical. Not really anything that's going to get damaged in that park, even if it does get flooded. The waters always recede after the springtime. And now we'll come out here, we'll take a quick peek at the lake bed. This was mowed, brush hogged this last year. You can see there's a couple stumps out there yet, but kind of trying to prevent those trees from getting too large, and then a shot up the Tittabawassee River to the north. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel to be able to catch those videos. If you like this video, make sure you go ahead, hit that like button, and again, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Till the next one, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Also, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos I will be posting, and leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below. As always, I just want to give a massive thanks to the people who support me on Patreon. Never underestimate the value of your contribution to keeping this channel going. Thank you.